Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
If I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. Now we on track. You can never ever be my man. You a whole snap. You said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back in the back of the Maybach. Play that. Say that. I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring 'cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid. One girl, one side. In a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, Greg Wild. First month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
And it'll be taken down when it takes them across midfield, down to the 40-yard line. A huge play right off the bat, 33 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback. Like, they don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 6-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. That's the massive second-year tackle. Devontae Sweat gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Prescott. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the line. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself. Their rookie quarterback.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive. And that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. If he keeps that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds, and if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
First down run, net at 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the give, Scatterboom. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move change. First down.
That's good for a Mexico City first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another run here with Harris. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
26. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
19 Tiger. Warrior 70.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run with Scatterboo. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Trap 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Once again, it's Scatterboo. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Back with more from Mexico City and the International Series after this.
Ready. Here we go, Shaq.
On third down, here's Scatterboo. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Tighten up. 19 Lion. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Go.
He'll drop to throw. That's taken in, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And you'll be taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Play action now. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. James Pierce working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing. That's the only thing that matters.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to take this one all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Desperado's offense ready to take over for their second possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
A gain of 1.
Third down and 9.
Third down and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Desperado. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. York is good on the extra point. And the Desperados are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Devontae Turpin on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The play action. It's Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. That's going to be incomplete. Covers very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott now. He's going to run it. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. They convert on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Damian Sherwood there to meet him.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down, it's Dak. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A give left side, here's Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an inch. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 57-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Desperados offense make their way out to take over once more. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points was to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses have to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime, multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat us.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. The break the huddle coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go again with Scalaboo. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. It is third and 10. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
That's another Mexico
Give him
City
14 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
33-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. The throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This one from 39 yards out. York's kick is good. And the Desperados will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with byes on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati, the Bengals at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And it's the touchdown king from 2024, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's loose, and they're not gonna catch him. 27 yards on the rushing touchdown. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is Malik Willis. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Dolphins started 0-4, but they finally break through to get their first W of the year. With that, a look at the rest of what went on in Week 5 with Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh all on the bye. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Number 2 kicks off. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60. Go.
On the give, it's Harris. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
19. Check.
Complete. And he will have the first down. The drive. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And will bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
Cowboy 80.
A carry here from Allen. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8. And sets up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Now Davis. They get 15 on that game. And that will be a first down.
Gain of 15 yards.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs are just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
At the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They run it over center with Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A run straight ahead. That's Scalaboo. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4.
Big time stop there, Mike, on 3rd down. Now it sets up a 4th down decision for this head coach. Do I want to be aggressive and extend this drive, or am I content just sending out my field goal unit and trying to make this all square? I think at this stage in the second half, tie the game up. Hopefully my defense can get me the ball back and find a way to win here in the second half.
Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go. It's Scalaboo. And he will get into the end zone. And Scalaboo. Touchdown, Mexico City. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And the operation looked to be fouled up there. This ball pushed wide to the right. It's no good. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. That man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. Open. Left side is Schoonmaker. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. In trouble, and down he goes.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Right now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. T'Vondre Sweat. He's aimed to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. He's forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Desperados offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
There's that man again. Another catch. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take over.
Up the middle with Scatterboot. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by DeMarvin and Overshow. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Who else? Another tag for his favorite target. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. It's 3rd and 4. They're going to run out of the gun. Here's Harris. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll run the sneak. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On the handoff, it's Harris. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a 1st down.
Mexico City, 1st down.
On the handoff, it is Allen. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready, break. Ready, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Dragon 60. 19 Light, 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage.
From the contest.
It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the give, this is Allen. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy.
19 Buffalo, 18. 18 Cardinal, Panther 11, Panther 11. 10-60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Take over.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. York, good on the extra point. And the Desperados will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Quick throw, taken in, and only managed a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. Here's Dak to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
And now the spike will come just under 40 ticks remaining. Here comes 2nd down. Prescott. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air again. Prescott. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup
It's
of
a gain
8.
of 8. And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll get up and stop it here. The spike comes with 19 seconds to go. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll throw again. Dak. He's going to let one go. Deep for Lang. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.